everything Arsenal can do, Swansea can do better. Final score at the Liberty Stadium, Swansea City 3, Arsenal 2.
European qualification. Keeping QPR in the top flight is the Welshman's mission for the rest of the season, but halting the visitors' poor run of form would be his first priority. QPR began the encounter in lively fashion. Sean Wright-Phillips' effort was met by Jay Bothroyd with just over a minute played, but Bothroyd found himself offside. The visitors were quick to pounce on any mistakes, and Wright-Phillips saw his thunderous effort skim over the crossbar. Bothroyd danced his way past his defender and with his weaker foot curled his shot around the goalkeeper, but he was denied by the post. After soaking up the initial pressure, first blood went to the Magpies. Leon Best received the ball in space, showed off some superb footwork and neatly sent the ball into the back of the net to score his first league goal in almost 4 months. The first chance of the second half fell to QPR. Jamie Mackey played a fine ball through to Bothroyd, who fired his shot in at the near post, but Tim Krul stood firm. Newcastle came extremely close to doubling their lead. Best latched onto a perfectly weighted pass from Ben Arthur, but the striker only just failed to find Shola Amiobi. Things were looking grim for QPR as Newcastle continued to hold the visitors in their own half. The match ended 1-0, a debut that Mark Hughes would probably rather forget, while Alan Pardew's men leapfrogged Liverpool into 6th place with the victory.
Okay, English Bakrika Premier League. Action. And the Ewa Moma Vietimi, Elkonkan, Elwasa, Jumadie Numum. But if you're not here for any, and Spanish, La Liga, the interest of La Liga, no say, and I never tell you, na and Munsum. But the Spanish La Liga, no more Barcelona, or Mugusu Equipuches on Real Madrid, Chesampa, Omani Abre, Sanso, and Madrid, and Susu Chesampa, Wamu Enye Jamo, Elwasa, and Semumu. But the amount for the Dona Eka, this is the year of the Madrid, Ometumiaji, and Ometumine, and no air, summer, Yeguso. But season Guso is getting hotter and hotter. Yanko, Niampeka Light, Spanish La Liga.
Dreadful defending saw an unmarked Amorabiate heading home the opener.
There's absolutely no one closing him down. And he's right on the penalty spot.
Then late in the first half, Fernando Llorente doubled Bilbao's lead from Oscar Ara's cross. Levante were reduced to 10 men in the final minutes of the game when Juan Garcia received his marching orders following his second yellow card. The visitors' misery was compounded in injury time courtesy of Mike Dominguez's near-post header from yet another set piece. The visitors have not won a league game in their last 3 outings dating back to early in December, while Bilbao seem to be hitting form at the right time as they are unbeaten in their last 5 league outings.
Sociedad 6-1 on Tuesday night in the Copa del Rey, but chances of back-to-back wins were slim given Real's away form. They have the best record on the road in La Liga this season, picking up 22 points from a possible 27. Despite this, Mallorca showed plenty of promise, especially on the counter-attack, but their finishing let them down. It took 32 minutes for Real to create their first chance of the match, and even then it was straight the Mallorca keeper. The hosts were rewarded for their persistence and having earned a corner, worked it short, with Chori Castro's cross finding a diving Toma Hemed. Mallorca were lucky to preserve their 1-0 lead heading into the break as Sergio Ramos came close but was denied by the woodwork. Despite trailing in the possession stakes, Mallorca continued to press for a 2-goal cushion, but came up empty-handed. Minutes later, it was Real finding the back of the net, although in rather fortuitous circumstances. Few could fault the build-up, with Mesut Ozil providing a lovely pass to Gonzalo Higuain, but his goal-bound effort was deflected above the hapless goalkeeper. Inspired by their efforts, Real hit the crossbar, this time from an audacious effort from Cristiano Ronaldo. With their confidence growing, Real came close to taking the lead, but Sergio Ramos was ruled offside. The winner did eventually arrive after a scrap in the Mallorca box, before Jose Callejon buried the ball in the back of the net. Mallorca felt they should have had a penalty late in the game for a handball from Ramos, but replay suggests referee Perez Montero was correct not to point to the spot. Real survived, collecting a valuable 2-1 victory and another 3 points on the road. Of kick-off, the Barca fans who packed into the new camp witnessed more silverware being handed out. The first bit to Carlos Puyol for the team's recent triumph in the Club World Cup, while Lionel Messi collected the Ballon d'Or after winning it for the 3rd time almost a week ago. Despite the accolades, Barca began the match without one title they truly desire, that of current league leaders. That honour belongs to Real Madrid, who were 8 points ahead of the Catalans after their victory on Saturday night. If the hosts thought closing the gap would be easy, they were mistaken. Betis put up plenty of fight, but it was Barca who scored first. Cesc Fabregas escaped the offside trap, but his effort hit the post. Xavi was on hand to fire home the rebound. Barca had their tails up and doubled their tally only 2 minutes later. This time Alexis Sanchez's perfect pass fell to Messi, who obliged with his 18th of the league campaign. Many might have expected a rout at this stage, but Betis shored up their defence and prevented Barca from running riot. Pep Guardiola's decision to experiment with his lineup backfired. Fielding only 3 defenders, Betis were able to capitalise. A shot goal from Ruben Castro was the first conceded by Barca at home this season. There was even more drama after the restart, as 6 minutes into the second half, the visitors equalised. Roque Santa Cruz, on loan from Manchester City, made it 2-2. Barca were held to a 1-1 draw by Espanyol a week earlier, and eager to avoid a repeat result, threw everything they had into attack. The problems they were causing for Betis eventually translated into cards, with Messi brought down by Mario, who collected a second yellow. With Betis down to 10 men, Barca were able to find the gaps they needed. Sanchez pulled his side back into the lead again in the 75th minute, although the keeper, Castro, came close to a good save. Despite their valiant effort, Betis were in trouble soon thereafter. A penalty was awarded after Jose Dorado was adjudged to have handled the ball in the area.
I'm for the Nasa Barcelona was strong. As I say, almost struggle and San Omarini because Solskjaer Omutifi na 2-2 and Sana Alexis Sanchez yet miracle Momo Omunya the needed winner. Not just say Barcelona. All is not well with them when they buy a Premiership. But what matters in football is the 3 points, and of course Omunya 3 points, and also here. Everyone for any enter Italy, near Italian Strano. Yet wants to send the name AC Equenra, Debbie Di Madonnina. And no interesting live on Multi TV. Yeah, the brand one be at me. I can kind was a Jumadianum. Now I know and Inter Milan, AC Milan. Now Enra Inter Milan Tres Ampa, Womansu Eniabre Papa, Ombomodi Eti AC Milan, Etra Makaba, Oman to me auntie. Other interesting matches, of course, so our Terence Numino. Yanko, Niantre Musunsem.
Hello, good afternoon and welcome to the Stadio Olimpico. It's match day 18 in Syria and live action between Lazio and Atalanta. I'm your commentator, Owen Nelson. Crisis is a word that lives on the lips here in Italy, and it's been a tumultuous start to the new year for the Banchio Celesti, getting hammered at Siena last Saturday, then squandering a 2-0 lead against Verona. Nanish again plays it back first time, controlled by Radu, cuts back in, and there could be a penalty, and it's been given. And he has a third. Lazio take the lead. 1-0 in the 20th minute. Out for a throw-in. As they fancy 3 points, and there could be a chance now of a second, and it's curled in. Well, it's that man again. Miroslav Klose doubles Lazio's advantage. Lazio, 2 goals. Hernandez in the first half from...
Hello and welcome to the Juventus Stadium. It is round 18 of the Serie A season, and we are here to watch Cagliari get the game underway. Pressing again, that's a lovely ball. Marchisio, Lichtsteiner, and it's the first goal. Vucinic, what a beautiful goal from Juventus. It was a lovely move. Here, is he going to try taking on his old defenders? Matri, what a shot. Just allowed the Juve players to get back into position. Kossu! He struck the back of the net! A wonderful strike! Kossu's equalised for Cagliari. It finishes 1-1 then. Feels like a defeat for Juventus. Vucinic's early goal cancelled.
And of course, new signing from Genoa. Sending the ball out for a corner. Armero swings it in, and a high-flying... well, unbelievable goal from Udinese. He steps up and he shoots, and Handanovic fumbles, and it's in the back of the net. The rare error from Samir Handanovic. He blocks it with ease there as Constant plays again, the pass inside, the far post, and it's another goal for Genoa! The ball played over for Palacio, Palacio's in here, shoot for Palacio! As now, Di Natale is brought down by Rossi, and it'll be a penalty for Udinese. Di Natale, and he's slotted it home! It's full time at the Marassi, Genoa complete the comeback.
Match commentator Paul Visca, and I'm joined by Richard Whittle.
Good evening, Paul. Good evening.
And blows the whistle. The derby has started. Ibrahimovic looking for the space, drives in the shot. Dealt with. Here's a wonderful pass out by Pato. The ball breaks back to Pato. Off balance. There's a low delivery on Mark Boateng. Puts it over. Here's Pato. Is he looking for the angle for himself? He's now rolled it back to Van Bommel off the crossbar. And then another effort by Mamelson, forcing Julio Cesar into the save.
Off the crossbar, that should have been in the back of the net again!
The tractor charging forward. Milito inside the box. Milito with a difficult angle. It's the post and into the net! What a finish by El Principe!
Well, you're absolutely got it right there. A royal finish there from Milito, and it came from the old stagers. Michael
on, and the whistle goes. Inter have won the first league derby this season in Milan. The goal coming from El Principe, Diego Milito, on 54 minutes.
Okay, when it comes to derby, you see the craziness. Who said I know when you a promo winning match? No, let's just say no. So near Derby di Maddalena is the biggest derby in Italy. Copione, let's just say no. So Inter Milan, AC Milan, there's San Siro, but then right Inter Milan chase Sampa. Omo ena womo eniabre. The thing come on, Claudio Ranieri. Eguso ebojuma edi ema womo. And someone bebrebe yemfani yenansia na fei yema bijafo emeto asokojo ene bijafo betranse. Nobody pense mu etimi ato aso edi amao. Ama bi etimi akwanka bomodi anso obehwe multi TV. Bedwem enano pay Adom TV so ama bi etimi akwankan. My Renfi 5 days to go. Nations Cup, Equatorial Guinea, Gabon. Ghana for gold. And no any somebody padodo na no eka. Onzo so odo support beteche. Nemum live on multi TV. If you show all the matches, you need the amount on Adom TV and on Joy Sports Channel. Among so home send nema AC code. International Cup time there. One a year multi TV and a shebum. Onso onsanka DJ Bosimbia. Bomadia so bakwa jodie na boma bi etimi akonkan. Ah na DJ Madia ni se yame pa ochana ye besan Asia na asan dia gudie mu nsam abremo.